more person was, but he really wanted me to say good morning to him, but I was trying to say good morning to you. Good morning! How is everybody doing today? It's Thursday. That means only 2 more days of school at home until midterm holidays. We are doing so well, and I'm so excited that we are back for another day of school at home before our midterm. Are you ready to see what's going on today? Well, grab your February workbook and then get cozy because we have a bit of a story to read in our February workbook today. Yep, we do. And if you've got a dog, see if your dog wants to listen because it's a story about a dog. A greedy dog. Dun, dun, dun! I am going to be cozy in my cozy corner, and I have my February workbook here, and I'm just going to open my February workbook. See on this green page. Aha, green page. So it's going to be the greedy dog. Let's go. Okay, so make sure you're following along and reading along with your finger on the words. The greedy dog. Once there was a dog who never did what he was told. He did not sit or stay. No, he did whatever he wanted to do. One day, as he was going past the butcher's shop, he saw a big, juicy bone. I will have that big, juicy bone for supper, he thought. In he went and stole the bone. Come back here, you bad dog, called the butcher. But the dog did not stop. He ran and ran. On his way home, the dog had to cross a bridge over a river. He stopped. Have a look at the picture, look. He saw a dog with a much bigger bone looking at him. Who is the dog with the much bigger bone looking at him? This is him. Ooh, some people got it. I will have that bigger bone, he thought, the greedy dog. He jumped into the water. Splash! As soon as he hit the water, the other dog disappeared. He looked and looked, but he could not see the other dog. And he could not find his bone. So now he's lost his bone and he can't find the other dog. How silly of me, he said. Now I have no bone for supper. Well, he was a greedy dog, wasn't he? Stealing that bone. And then look, when he went over the bridge, he found another dog, but the other dog wasn't a real dog, it was his reflection. So he jumped in to steal the reflection bone, which wasn't even a real bone. And then when he jumped in, he let go of his bone, so he lost his bone. And he got wet. Oh my goodness. And then he couldn't find the other dog. Okay, so that's the story. Now we need to have a look at the questions. Okay, you're going to answer full sentences for me. What did the dog see in the butcher's shop? Well, what did the dog see in the butcher's shop? You're right. He did see a bone, but we don't just say a bone. We need to use a full sentence. We can say, capital letter, the dog saw
and then we can come back over here. So there's saw, so you don't need to guess how to spell it. Saw a big juicy bone, full stop. So that would be a full sentence. The dog saw a big juicy bone. Question 2. What did the dog want for supper? What did the dog want for supper? He wanted the big juicy bone for supper, didn't he? So you need to use a full sentence and say, the dog, now you need to put a capital letter at the start of the sentence. The dog wanted, now, here's your past tense, ready? Wanted. How do we make it into a past tense? We put my dad, ed on the end. So wanted a big juicy bone for supper. Okay, so all the words are there for you. Number 3, who stole the bone? We can't just say the dog. We need to say the greedy dog stole the bone. A full sentence. The greedy dog stole the bone. Okay, number 4. What did the dog have to cross on his way home? Well, what did the dog have to cross on his way home? The dog had to cross the bridge. That's right. And we know how to spell bridge because it's going to be over here. Look. And you can even use the whole sentence. On his way home, the dog had to cross a bridge. Or you can say cross a bridge over a river if you want. Capital letter at the start, full stop at the end. Number 5, what did he see? What did he see? Some people might want to say he saw his own reflection, and some people might want to say he saw another dog. Both answers are right, okay? So capital letter, he saw, and if you want to know how to spell saw, go back to your words, or to your story, saw. He saw, and then you can say a dog, or he saw another dog. Or if you want to say he saw his reflection, you can guess how to spell reflection, and that's okay. Did the dog have the bone for supper? Are we able to just say no? You have to say the dog did not have the bone for supper. The dog did not have the bone for supper. Okay, now down here you have to choose which is the right one. So you've got to read the sentences. The dog saw a big fish. Is that right or wrong? Wrong, correct. The dog saw a juicy bone. That one is right. So you need to write on this line with the capital letters and the full stops. Not full socks. The dog saw a juicy bone. Number 2, he had to cross a bridge or he had to cross a road. You choose which one is right and then you write it on the line, you copy it. And the last one, the dog lost his bone or the dog lost his pup. You choose which is the correct one and then you write it down here, you copy it. Okay, off you go and do that. Good job, everybody.
Did you get that done? Superstars, you are all superstars. I'm so glad I got up this morning to say good morning to you all. Oh my goodness gracious me, that is just fantastic. Debbie Dozy, amazing. Okay, today is our last day this week of doing our spellings for me work. Okay, so all the way to Unit 12, and you can choose to either do your last 3 words with your picture and your sentence and writing it with no help, or you can choose a letter or a sound. It could be oi, sh, r, any sound that's in it, or one letter, and you put the sound or the letter in the middle, and then you find other learning words that have the same sound in them, or other words that you know with the same sound. Okay? So you can choose which one you would prefer to do. And when you're done that, let's have a shake break. Okie dokie, are you ready for your shake break? Let's go. Let's find some space. That was a good shake break. I like that song. Do you know what? I had to get a big drink of water after that, and I really wanted something yummy, like a treat to eat, but I know it's not Friday, but it got me thinking about sweets. And actually, I asked the teachers and some of the other people who work in the school, like Lorraine and the SNAs and stuff like that, and I asked them what was their favourite like treat to have, and they voted. Would you like to see? Yeah. So these were the people that voted for marshmallows. These were the people that voted for jellies for their favourite treat. These were the people that voted for crisps for their favourite treat, and these were the people that voted for chocolate for their favourite treat. Which one do you think I would have voted for? I'm not telling, but I bet you already know. Will we see? How many people voted for marshmallows? You count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4. All right, 4 up here. So we have it. How many people voted for jellies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. How many people voted for crisps? You can see already just 2. That's right. And how many voted for chocolate? Let's go all together and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Which one was the most popular? Tell me now. That's right, it was chocolate. Which one was the least popular? Crisps, that's right. Tell me, which treat had more than jellies? This one is jellies. Which treat had more votes than jellies? That's right, chocolate. Which treat had fewer votes? Tell me a treat that had fewer votes than jellies. Ooh, there's two you say. I see. Okay, so tell me one of them. Tell me one treat that had fewer votes than jellies. Yes, marshmallows had fewer votes than jellies, and crisps also had fewer votes than jellies. How many people voted all together? Better count. So we know that this one has 8, so 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20. Ooh, so 20 people voted all together. Tell me, how many more, what's the difference? How many more people liked jellies than crisps? How many more, same, more. How many more people liked jellies than crisps? Well, same. 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more. 4 more people liked jellies than crisps. How many fewer people liked jellies than chocolate? How many fewer people liked jellies than chocolate? Well, same. Fewer. So 1 fewer, 2 fewer. Okay, so 2 fewer people liked jellies than chocolate. And how many people voted for marshmallows and crisps altogether? How many people voted for marshmallows and crisps altogether? Well, marshmallows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and crisps, 5, 6. That's right. Do you know all this talking about food reminds me of a page in Our Busy at Maths, because there's a page in Our Busy at Maths with a chart that actually talks about food as well. Why don't you grab your Busy at Maths, and I think it's page 105. See if the food chart is on page 105 for me, will you? Go and check. Did you find it? Snap! I found it too. It was on page 105. So let's have a little look, right? Because there's a chart here, but it doesn't really have any information on it. At the minute, it just says nothing. But we know that there's plates of lots of different food here. There's plates of what at the top? What's the first plate full of? Bananas. The next plate is full of? Melons. That's right, those are pieces of melon. The next plate is full of? Sandwiches. I wonder what's in those sandwiches. And the next plate is full of? Apples. Very good. So what we need to do is we need to count how many bananas there are and put it on the chart. Count how many melons there are, put it on the chart. How many sandwiches there are, put it on the chart. And how many apples there are, and put it on the chart. So, how many bananas are there? Count them for me. Ready, steady, go. How many did you get? 6. That's right, there are 6 bananas. So I'm going to put 6 blocks coloured in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to the top. 6. Okay. Your colouring is going to be better than mine. My whiteboard markers aren't very good at colouring. Next is the melons. Let's count how many melons there are. Off you go. Ooh. How many? 5 melons. So we'll colour in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. Okay. Next we count the sandwiches. Ready, steady, go. How many did you get? You got 4, so did I, so we'll colour in 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lastly, the apples. Ready, steady, go, count your apples. 5. Super. Okay. So colouring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. Now my colouring is not very good on that, but I know yours will be better. And if you want to do them in different colours, that's fine. Or if you want to do them in the same colours, that's okay too. Good job. Now we need to go to our questions. Okay, so question number 1. Can you put your finger on it and read it with me? We say, how many sandwiches are there? Well, look at your graph and see how many sandwiches there are and write the answer in the box. That's nice and iska-piska. Number 2, read it with me. How many melon and apple all together? So it wants to know how many melon and how many apples all together are there. So not just melon on its own, not just apples, how many melon and apples all together. So check your chart, count them up, and then write your answer in the box. Okay, question number 3, this is how you do it. Read it with me. There are more than apples. There are more what than apples? Well, look at your chart. Look at your apples. There are more what? There's more of something. When you find out what there's more of, use the spelling. It gives you the spelling at the bottom of the chart. Banana, melon, sandwich, apple. Use the spelling to write the word of what there is more of than apples. Number 4, put your finger on number 4 and we'll read that together. Ready? There are less or fewer than melons. Okay, so have a look at your chart, have a look at the melons and see what is there fewer of. Is there fewer apples or is there fewer bananas or is there fewer sandwiches? Have a look and see. And when you know what there is fewer of, use the words at the bottom to write your answer. There are fewer than melon. Number 5, put your finger on it. I'm watching. Gotcha. There are the same amount of and Well, what are there the same amount of? Have a look at your chart and see what have the same level of boxes coloured in. And then use the words at the bottom to write the 2 words. So the same amount of and Number 6, the last question, read it with me. How many items of food are there all together? So 1 box is 1 item of food. That is 1 banana, 2 bananas. Okay, so it wants to know how many bananas and melon and sandwiches and apples are there all together. So it means you need to count all of them. Write the answer in the box and then you'll be done. Have fun with that worksheet. And if you're hungry, have a snack while you're doing your maths too. Off you go. Okay, good job on your maths. Are you ready for a little bit of a shake break? Just a very quick one. I don't have any cards today, but we're going to do some jumping jacks and some elbow knees. Okay? Let's go. Star jumps. Let's do 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, elbow to the other knee. Good. Swap. 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 Good. Good. Do you know how to shuffle? This is the shuffle song. Okay, so what you need to do is this. I'm going to point this a little bit more towards my feet. And you need to go in front and behind, in front, behind, in front, the other foot, in front, behind, behind, front, front, behind, behind, in front, behind, shake. Shake that. Well done. Okie dokie, hope you're feeling good. We are nearly there. Now, I'm going to teach you a little song. Some of you might know it already, but it has some actions to go with it. So stand up so we can do it together. Ready? It says, Jesus' love is very wonderful. Are you ready? It goes, Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. Will you try sing it with me? Ready, steady, go. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. Then it says, so high, and you have to stretch up as tall as you can go. So high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. And you've got to try and get as low as you can. So it says, so high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get round it. Oh, wonderful love. Will you sing it with me? Ready? From the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get round it. Oh, wonderful love. Woohoo! That was a good song to learn, wasn't it? And you know what? It's very true. And it's made me start thinking, there's a day coming up pretty soon all about love. Does anybody know what that day is? Yeah? Happy St. Valentine's Day is going to be really soon. And I think it's time to be a bit sneaky. So, mums or dads, or minders or grannies or granddads, if you're listening and if you're trying to do some first class work, now's the time to shoot. First class are going to do a secret project. Bye, mums and dads. First class, we're going to make some Valentine's cards, and they're going to be a secret surprise. So, in your envelope with all your February things in it, there was another envelope inside the big envelope that said Valentine's art. Can you go and get that? Go and get your envelope that says Valentine's art on it. And the other things that you'll need are scissors, glue, and either a marker. Actually, do you know what? Get your whiteboard marker. If you don't have a whiteboard marker for any reason, or if it's run out since school stopped or anything like that, you can get one of your crayons or one of your kind of dark colour pencils, okay? So you need your Valentine's art envelope and your scissors and your glue and this, okay? This is our secret project. So, in your envelope, you should have a few things. You should have a Valentine's card. Now yours is red, okay? Mine is white because I ran out of red paper, but yours is red, okay? So red Valentine's card. This is the front, and the inside has a jigsaw piece. You've got some strips of paper, yes? And you've got a picture of you, okay? I didn't have a picture of me, so I just drew one. All right, so you've got those things. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a Valentine's card. What you need to do, the first thing that you need to do is you need to get your strips of paper and you need to chop them up into teeny tiny bits, okay? So look, I'm going to do this. Chop, chop. They can be any shape, but little bits, okay? See this? Chop, 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 okay? So I'm chopping it into lots of little bits. Wait till I show you what I have. See those bits? Yes. Okay, so those are the bits of paper that I have. Okay. And what we need to do is we need to glue those little tiny pieces onto our heart. Now, the best way to do this is like this. Get your glue, twist it up, and I'm going to do, you're going to keep your card on the table and you're going to do it flat, okay? I'm going to do it in my hand just to show you. You're going to put glue just inside the heart, okay? So look, I'm putting glue inside the heart, but I am not putting glue on the jigsaw piece. We are not going to put pieces onto the jigsaw piece, okay? Now I'm not going to put glue everywhere. I only put glue on this bit, because otherwise the glue will dry. So I'm going to put my lid black on, and I'm going to get the pieces, and I'm going to fill them in on the heart, okay? I'm going to try and not leave any white spaces, and it's okay if they go on top of each other. That doesn't matter too much. I'm just going to get lots of pieces of paper and I'm going to stick them all on. Aha, all the pieces. Can you see all the pieces being stuck onto the heart? Excellent. So we're going to keep going like this until the whole heart is coloured in. And you see the way I'm not putting pieces on the jigsaw, I'm just putting it around them. Okay, so keep going like that. Okay, have you been able to do them all? Well done. So look, I filled mine in. Now there are some little gaps, but I tried to leave as few gaps as possible, so I still have it in the shape of the heart and I didn't cover the jigsaw piece, okay? So what we need to do next is we need to get a black marker and we just need to write something, okay? You're gonna write I on the top, love on the top, and then you on the bottom. Watch where I'm putting them. I gets a capital letter and it goes kind of in the corner. It's kind of big, okay? Love is going to go on the other side. I love, okay? Nice and big so they can see it. Your marker is a good thing to use for this. And in the middle, we're going to write you. Okay? I love you. I'll leave this here. Pause it if you need the spellings to help write it. Okay? So pause it if you need to. I love you. And then we're going to open it. Okay? Now, on the bit with the jigsaw, what you need to do is you need to get your picture. Okay? You might want to cut it out so it fits a little bit better, or you might just want to stick it on, okay? I like cutting mine out a little bit, just to make sure the shape fits inside the jigsaw, okay? So I've cut my pretend me out, okay? Put the glue on the back of this, so put this down on the table, put glue on the back of it, glue on the back, and you're going to stick your picture on the jigsaw piece. Okay? Last bit. Get your marker. Okay? And we're going to write 2 pieces. I love you to pieces. Okay? So we're going to write 2 in the middle, on the top. Look. In the middle, T-O. And then on the bottom, don't do it yet, wait until you see mine. In the middle, P-I-E-C-E-S. And then I put an exclamation mark at the end, okay? Pause it if you need the spelling. And it says, I love you to pieces. Now, don't write your Valentine's cards, okay? We're going to be doing special Valentine's words tomorrow in English, okay? So don't do any writing yet. Leave it, put it somewhere safe, and keep it safe until tomorrow, okay? Then I'll show you what we're going to do for the writing of our cards tomorrow. Don't forget to put your lids on your glue and your lid on your marker. Put everything away nice and safe. Really good job on that secret project. And really good job. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for our last day before half term. Sending big hugs to everybody. I miss you and I think you're doing the best job ever. Okay? Really good job. See you later, alligators.